Marvel just broke the internet again. Robert Downey Jr. walked back into the franchise that made him a household name, threw the exact line at us that ended his story in Endgame, and this time it wasn't Tony Stark saying it. It was the man who's about to destroy him. So, before we get into what Avengers Doomsday actually is, there's one question everyone's asking first. Who is Victor Von Doom? And how does the man who played Iron Man for over a decade become his own franchise's final boss? Here's what most casual fans don't know. Dr. Doom's story starts nowhere near a lab. It starts in a Romani clan in the fictional country of Latveria, where a woman named Cynthia von Doom is raising a son named Victor. Cynthia isn't just a mother, she's a sorceress, quietly practicing magic to protect her people from a brutal local ruler. When that ruler's men close in, she makes a desperate choice. She strikes a bargain with a demon named Mephisto, trading her soul for enough power to fight back. The power works, but it comes with no control attached, and innocent people, including children, die alongside her enemies. Horrified by what she's unleashed, Cynthia surrenders herself and is killed. Her dying words to her husband are a plea to keep their son away from magic forever. Her soul is dragged straight to Mephisto's realm. Victor is left with nothing but the memory of that loss and a vow that he will get her back, whatever it costs him. That vow becomes the engine of his entire life. Victor grows up brilliant, arrogant, and consumed by one goal: mastering enough power, both scientific and magical, to walk into hell itself and pull his mother out. That obsession eventually lands him at an American university, where he meets a fellow genius named Reed Richards. And this is the moment that breaks something in Victor. For the first time in his life, he isn't the smartest person in the room. Reed outpaces him at everything, and Victor cannot process it. While working on a device meant to reach his mother's soul, an experiment goes wrong. His face is scarred. He blames Reed for the failure, walks away from the university, and disappears. What happens next turns Victor Von Doom into Dr. Doom. He travels, studies deeper into the mystic arts than almost anyone alive, and eventually returns to rule Latveria outright, not as a puppet, but as its king. And here's the detail that surprises people every time. Latveria under Doom isn't a nightmare. There's no poverty, no unemployment. His people are protected and, by most accounts, genuinely loyal to him. Doom isn't a cartoon dictator. He's something rarer in fiction, a tyrant his own citizens don't want saved from. But peace at home doesn't mean peace with Mephisto. Every year, on one single night, Doom is allowed to challenge the demon for his mother's soul. And every year, he loses, because the game was rigged from the start. Lose enough times, Mephisto warns him, and eventually, every person in his kingdom will come to hate him. Doom keeps fighting anyway. It takes an alliance with Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme himself, to finally break the cycle. In the final confrontation, Doom offers to trade Strange's soul for his mother's freedom. Mephisto agrees, but Cynthia refuses the trade, disgusted that her son would sacrifice someone else to save her. That refusal is what saves her. Because she dies rejecting evil rather than accepting it, her soul becomes too pure for hell to hold, and she ascends beyond Mephisto's reach entirely, while Strange, who was given a hidden means of escape all along, walks free too. This is also why Doom is so uniquely dangerous in the Marvel universe. He isn't purely a scientist, and he isn't purely a sorcerer. He fuses both disciplines so completely that nobody can fully counter him. Beat his technology, and his magic is still standing. Beat his magic, and his machines are still running. That combination is the reason writers keep calling him Marvel's most complete villain. Now here's where it connects to Robert Downey Jr. directly. There are two major comic storylines fans keep pointing to. The first is called Infamous Iron Man. After a massive universe-reshaping event called Secret Wars, Doom gets a soft reset, his face is finally healed, and for the first time in his life, he tries being good. When Tony Stark ends up in a coma, Doom puts on an Iron Man suit himself, over Stark's AI's direct objections, and starts operating as a hero. That's the whole premise of the comic's title, a supervillain wearing the good guy's armor, uninvited. During this run, Doom's long-dead mother appears to be alive again, which sends him chasing the mystery of how. The answer, when it finally lands, is brutal. It was never really her. Mephisto orchestrated the entire thing, faking both his mother's return and a corrupted version of Reed Richards, purely to torment Doom for daring to try to become something better. The second story is stranger, and it's a what-if scenario, meaning it's an alternate timeline, not the mainline comics. In this version, Victor Von Doom's college roommate isn't Reed Richards at all. It's Tony Stark. The two clash immediately. Doom is disciplined and broke, Stark is wealthy and reckless, but their shared genius pulls them together until Doom manipulates Stark into a fake telepathy experiment that's actually a body swap device. Stark wakes up trapped in Doom's body with his memory wiped, exiled, and penniless. Doom, now wearing Stark's face and fortune, spends the rest of the story wrecking Stark Industries' reputation through violence and corruption. Meanwhile, the real Stark, still brilliant even without his memories, rebuilds from nothing, eventually founding his own empire in Latveria. When Doom, trapped in Stark's failing body, finally tracks him down and offers to swap back, Stark refuses outright. He's built a life he's proud of. He wants nothing to do with the name Doom destroyed. So why doesn't the movie just adapt one of these directly? Because the timeline doesn't fit. Infamous Iron Man only works after Secret Wars, once Doom has already redeemed himself, and Robert Downey Jr. is reportedly locked in for 2 Avengers films, meaning he's not disappearing into a hero arc anytime soon. He's the villain, front and center, for the foreseeable future. Which brings us to right now, Avengers. Doomsday drops December 18th, 2026, the same day as Dune, Part 3 in what fans are already calling Doomsday. At San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, Marvel finally gave the world its first real look at Downey without the mask, alongside new footage showing Doom seated on a throne, while Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm explains just how broken this version of him really is. Later footage reportedly shows him commanding an army of Sentinels against a combined force of Avengers, Fantastic Four, and X-Men. Insider reports circulating since earlier this year claim Doom's tragic backstory in this film involves a lab experiment that kills his family and scars him, triggered indirectly by Chris Evans' Steve Rogers moving between universes and setting off a multiversal incursion. Doom spends years trying to fix in secret, and fans studying every promotional detail from Latveria-themed marketing, including a mysterious Cynthia's Blend reference, are already speculating that Cynthia von Doom and her connection to Mephisto could be central to this film's version of the origin. We don't know yet exactly which comic storyline the Russos are pulling from, or if they're building something entirely new. But one thing is certain, this isn't a villain wearing a mask for spectacle. This is a man whose entire existence has been shaped by one loss he could never undo. And now he's powerful enough that nothing on Earth, or off it, can stop him from making everyone else pay for it. Before you go, we're chasing 10,000 subscribers on this channel before Doomsday hits theaters in December, and every single subscribe genuinely moves that number. If this breakdown helped the lore finally click for you, hit like. It helps more than you'd think. And I want to know, do you think this Doom is a redemption story like Infamous Iron Man, or a straight villain from Frame 1? Say it in the comments, because right now the fandom is split. Subscribe, because the full Avengers Doomsday plot breakdown is coming next, and you don't want to miss it.